almost there.
Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to present the most overrated exercises. You guys got to vote, and I'm going to share mine. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, so I posted on Instagram and on the YouTubes asking you what your most overrated exercise was. Now, I'd like to hear what you have to say in the comments down below. You can drop your most overrated exercise if you didn't get a chance to get into the fun, or if you just want to get in a heated debate and call someone really stupid or silly or ignorant. Feel free to drop in the comments down below. Just kidding. All right, be nice. I told you so. Be nice. All right, so the most overrated exercise, I'm going to get into the ones you guys voted as the most overrated. This isn't commentary on my part. These are strictly numbers, and I might drop commentary in. So let's get rolling. The top 4 most overrated exercises, starting with numero uno, was deadlifts with 11 votes. Straight bar deadlifts, we're not talking hex bar deadlifts, or trap bar deadlifts did get a vote in and of themselves. But number 1 was the deadlift. Now, do I think it's the most overrated exercise? Absolutely not. Not at all. Most of my back, a huge portion of my back development came from deadlifts and rows. So I'm a big fan of deadlifts. I'm a big fan of rows. Deadlifts add a lot to my traps, and I couldn't speak highly enough of the deadlift. Now, there are downsides to this lift, obviously. You have to get your form right for them to be effective, and it's a lift you should probably be patient with while you're learning form. All right, number 2, the bench press. Most overrated, and this had 10 votes, right behind the deadlift, and, you know, I kind of get it. Everybody's obsessed with this lift to the point where they do too much or do too many sloppy reps or do too much touch and go or bouncing the bar off their chest. It can be a really highly abused lift, so I absolutely get this one. Number 3, hip thrusts with 7 votes. So hip thrust is definitely strong, coming in strong at number 3. Do I ever program hip thrusts? If a client likes hip thrusts, yes, I'll program them in. I don't consider it a primary exercise. I consider it more one of those secondary exercises that you would want to do by choice, that you feel you're getting a lot out of. I just find that I feel like we're in the dark ages with hip thrusts. We need hip thrust machines, right? We need hip thrust setups. I'm not going to get a barbell and load it with 8,000 plates and then get a pad and get into position and all that kind of stuff. It just seems really, really tedious for me. So, for that reason, I don't do them. I can't really speak from personal experience because I'm never going to do them. I'm never going to have any personal experience with hip thrusts. I just have no interest in it. Everything I can get in this area, I can get with other lifts. So that's just my personal choice. All right. Number 4, direct ab work. We all know how this goes, right? We all know the over focus of direct ab work, and I couldn't agree anymore that it is highly overrated. All right, so those are the top 4. Let me know what you think of the top 4. Now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 8 other lifts that received multiple votes. And I'll get into them. Face pulls with 4 votes, front raises with 4 votes, cable crossovers with 3, squats with 2, dumbbell kickbacks. Squats got the same as dumbbell kickbacks, right? Military press or standing press with 2, any curl variation with 2, and pull-ups with 2. I'm kind of, with the standing press or the military press, we have kind of gotten really obsessed with that lift to the point where we just kind of ignore the seated press variations, which I believe are equal to or greater than, as far as an option, than the military press. I'm not saying the military press is bad or overrated. I just really think there's a lot of value in the seated press. Now, coming in at 1 vote, we have the rest in this list, and I'll read them off. Trap bar deadlifts, shrugs, barbell rows. Surprise, barbell rows didn't get more standing barbell rows didn't get more than 1 vote. Lateral raises, that's side lateral raises. Neck training, surprised that didn't get more than 1 vote. Lunges, concentration curls, calf raises, pec deck, push-ups, dumbbell rows. Any dumbbell press, someone voted for any dumbbell press. and front squats. So that's a complete list. Let me know what you think. Now I'm going to get into mine. I have basically 5 on mine, and you can feel free to grab your pitchforks and come after me, charge after me for mine. Front raises, absolutely not needed. That's a very overrated lift. I see far too many people doing it. I've never seen a experienced lifter that has good results without solidly developed or overdeveloped front delts, just from bench pressing, dumbbell pressing, overhead pressing. The front delts get plenty of action, and unless you are somebody that is rare, that has underdeveloped front delts, despite all this pressing, absolutely not needed, should be dumped from your program. I'm going to get into my most controversial one last. Or I wouldn't call it controversial, maybe interesting. I'm going to skip the number 2, direct ab work. Now, there is some value for base core strength, right? And I'm not against base core strength. I'm not against wisely devised, a couple ab exercises per week. But the overfocus we have on direct ab work, to this day, it still lingers. People still think they need to do a lot of direct ab work to see their abs. And I still see it from clients that come to me, can I work in ab work? I want to do ab work so I can, improve my waistline. It doesn't work that way. You want some basic core strength, obviously, but you don't need to overkill the direct ab work. All right. Number 3, neck and forearm training, highly overrated. You look at experienced lifters, bodybuilders, powerlifters, they have pretty good forearm and neck just from all the years of lifting. As you're getting bigger, your neck's going to get bigger. My face gets more muscular. My forearms got bigger. My forearms are one of my best body parts, and I never worked them directly. I think you can do a little bit of work, but it's really overdeveloped, because what you have is a lot of lifters that haven't developed a lot of muscle mass to begin with, spending a lot of time in the gym doing neck and direct forearm work, when really they should be taking that time and energy to work on the rest of their body. And then if the forearm and neck areas are lagging after, they can worry about that 2-3 years down the road. All right, so those 2 more on my list, face pulls. I absolutely think face pulls are just a waste of time in the gym. If you get any as a muscle building exercise, you get any reasonable degree of strength on them, and you end up leaning back or using leverage, and it kind of counteracts the lift in general. I really don't like face pulls. I really don't think they're the best way. If you want to use them just as a rear delt exercise, I don't even think they're one of your top choices. So I think they're highly overrated. If you want better posture, and we're talking about posture, I still think they're highly overrated. Do your dumbbell rows, do your other stuff. I really don't think, if you're doing a wisely designed, hypertrophy program, you really need to focus on face pulls for, posture. I think this is way overbaked. And finally, maybe my most controversial, lat pull downs. So let me explain, okay? So I have nothing against lat pull downs. I do lat pull downs. There's a lat pull down machine right there. I do them, but here's the thing. Like, when you start to do lat pull downs in most gym environments, and this machine's a little bit different. The plate loaded machine actually allows for a little bit smoother progression window, but lat pull downs, as they're done in the average commercial gym, it kind of goes like this. You progress for 6 months, 8 months, and then you hit a hard cap, and I think I spent 20 years not really adding any weight on the lat pull downs. It's more of the way the average machine is designed, where you can kind of get up the speed really quickly to about 95% of your strength cap, and then you're like grinding for 20 years because of, the way the machines are designed, or the leverages of the machines, or whatever. So I think it's not really been a lift I could progress on smoothly and solidly, consistently over time. I mean, I can do that on seated cable rows, but I'm not lat pulling 300 pounds. And you would think I should probably be lat pulling a Herculean amount of weight, but I'm not. I think lat pull downs have value if they're used properly, but I do think, unfortunately, the way most machines are in the gym, they're a little bit overrated. That's why I tend to focus on more basic dumbbell and barbell and seated cable rows and that sort of thing. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And buy my frickin' cookbook.